has their chocolate frosted sprinkled donut right in their hand. Do I have one that only eats the frosting off? Yes. But one of these days, she's going to eat the whole donut, and I'm going to keep buying them until she does. Whether you're headed out solo to try some of my favorites like the butter pecan iced coffee or glazed donuts or those apple fritters, don't sleep on them. Or you just want to take the whole family to try, you can head to your local Dunkin' today. Order ahead of time on the Dunkin' app or order in person at your local Dunkin' location. Moving on, it's now time to bring on my guest. She's a content creator, New York Times best-selling author, and podcast host with over 8 million followers on TikTok. She also shares my greatest passions for uplifting other women and a well-deserved clapback. Drew, thank you so much for joining us on Not Gonna Lie today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be part of the Kelce universe, period.
Oh gosh, isn't it horrible? First of all, I'm not gonna lie, it's so nice to see your whole face.
Yeah.
Because every so often you'll pop on my For You page and it's just the top half first and then you get into it. Mm-hmm. There is something so iconic about how we get to basically laugh together. Like whenever you laugh in your clapbacks, I'm like, this is absolute gold.
Right. That's me Pavloving everyone. My laugh elicits a laugh, you know.
It is perfection.
Thank you.
I still remember the first couple times I saw you on TikTok and hearing not only how you absolutely tore people limb from limb, like just absolutely annihilated them.
Right.
But did it in such an eloquent and articulate way that it just was like one of those where you're like, how can you not be obsessed with this? How can you not just want to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling your entire, like a doom scroll of your entire feed? I am just so impressed with the fact that not only the way that you stand up for yourself, but the way you stand up for others. It is someone who is about to have their 4th daughter. It is such a breath of fresh air to see like the generation of women that are coming through right now of just like, who are willing to say, fuck you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Your 4th baby.
Thank you. We're just raising an army of women. It's fine.
Period. Get into it. I'm at the helm. I'm at the front. I'll lead from the front, you know.
That's what we need. While I'm listing all your accolades, here's one more. You were just on the cover of the Forbes 30 Under 30 Content Creators.
Yes.
First of all, what is it like to still be under 30? Because I swear to God, I'm 24. I'm actually 32,
right.
But my brain is like, you're 24 forever. So
right. That's fair. That's easy. You start I feel like you can start counting backwards whenever you want.
Perfect.
I did get in under the wire, that's for sure, because I'm 29. But yeah, it was an honor. It was crazy. I've worked with Forbes a couple times now, so it's really cool and very rewarding, given what I do and the niche that I have, to be like rewarded an accolade like Forbes 30 Under 30. I think that's fucking awesome, to be quite honest with you. So
now, when you first posted your viral red flags TikTok, did you have a feeling that was going to hit the way it did?
The conversation began in a light and humorous tone, jumping between internet culture, viral moments, and personal experiences. There was laughter about niche jokes and references, like the iconic The Wolf of Wall Street, and playful commentary about people who take themselves too seriously, especially those who think they could outperform elite athletes like Serena Williams. The mood stayed fun as the speaker reflected on how unexpected internet fame can feel, especially for someone who once considered themselves completely normal. Growing up during the rise of YouTube and Vine, they understood online culture but never imagined becoming a central part of it. What started as a silly, goofy time quickly turned into something much bigger, with audiences joining in and enjoying the ride. As the discussion shifted, attention turned to podcasting. The speaker shared the story behind their show Two Idiot Girls, a name inspired by inside jokes between them and their sister. It reflected a natural, unfiltered bond, one filled with humor, shared embarrassment, and genuine connection. That same authenticity carried into their other podcast, where they became known for responding to comments with sharp, witty humor. Instead of generic insults, they leaned into deeply specific, almost surgical observations that made their audience laugh. This approach stood out because it avoided predictable negativity and instead turned criticism into comedy. They explained that over time, their strategy for engaging with online negativity evolved. In the beginning, they responded to almost everything, especially when posts gained attention. But as their platform grew, they became more selective. Now, they only respond when something genuinely sparks creativity or feels worth the energy. Their focus shifted from reacting emotionally to choosing moments that would entertain both themselves and their audience. It became less about proving a point and more about delivering a clever, memorable response. The conversation also explored the psychology of online interactions. Many negative comments, they noted, are repetitive and lack originality, often rooted in outdated or shallow thinking. Rather than letting such remarks affect them, they learned to detach and even find humor in them. They also acknowledged the strange reality of algorithms, how even negative engagement can amplify visibility. In a way, critics unintentionally contribute to success, creating a cycle where negativity fuels growth. As the tone softened, the discussion transitioned into a more emotional and personal moment involving Kylie Kelce. What started as a typical podcast episode suddenly shifted when her birthday was mentioned. Kylie described how her celebration had been simple and intimate, spent with family without any major expectations. However, that simplicity made what followed even more meaningful. She revealed that she had received a gift from Taylor Swift, one that completely surprised her. It wasn't extravagant or flashy, but deeply thoughtful and personal. Inside the package were items that reflected shared memories and meaningful details, showing a level of care that couldn't be bought quickly. What truly touched Kylie, though, was the handwritten letter that accompanied the gift. She admitted she read it multiple times, struck by how sincere and heartfelt it was. The words weren't overly elaborate, but they carried genuine appreciation for her role as a mother, a wife, and a friend. In that moment, the conversation moved beyond humor and internet culture, highlighting something far more powerful: the impact of genuine thoughtfulness. It showed that even in a world driven by attention and noise, small, personal gestures still hold the deepest meaning.